Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day of me waving my hands in the air as if I am conducting a silent orchestra. Plus, oh my gosh, the weather. I'm going to talk about that pretty much too. Not a whole ton, but it's pretty cool on the whole weather front. And I slept last night, got to bed late. Of course, these days it's always very, very late. But at least I slept through most of it, and hopefully you slept as well. That would be very cool. I mean, hopefully you slept when it was nighttime, not like during your work day or anything. Still, front-loading your videos. Hey, if you could toss me a like, that'd be awesome. If you could subscribe to the channel, that'd be very cool. If you could leave me a comment, that would be double plus good. And I would like to thank each and every one of my Patreon patrons. These are literally beautiful and literally awesome people that are helping to keep me and my aging pet metabolizing. If you'd like to help keep me and my aging pet metabolizing, I have links to my Patreon in the video description, along with a PayPal for possible donations, and an Amazon wishlist link for, there's things like pet food on it. So if you could check that out, that would be awesome. Very cool. Front loading of videos over. Yay! Okay, now I'm going to talk about the weather, because yesterday it was kind of chill, but it was just a day. And then it got to be 7:15. It was dark. I got ready. Well, I got ready at about 6:45, and then was just waiting for the time to go walkies. About 7:15, I finally got the front door open, and I was wondering what the weather was like, because I had forgotten to check if it was raining on the Weather Channel stuff. Opened up the front door and was stopped in shock, because there was snow on the grass, and there was little tiny flakes, but flakes of snow falling out of the sky, and I had no idea it had been snowing. It couldn't have been snowing too long, but it was tiny flakes, and there was like an accumulation on stuff, so who knows. But I grabbed my umbrella. I went out with my shirt like this, an undershirt, overshirt, and then overshirt, and then my safety vest on top of this. And then laughing to myself because, hey, I was pretty sure that I had misjudged entirely what sort of things I should be wearing for this weather, because it was cold. I had to button up these sleeves when I was out, and I had to button up my shirt underneath the safety vest, and I was worried about my ears and my hands. But I have a lot of lean muscle in like my legs and such from all the walking I've been doing over the past couple of years, and I heat up fast. So toward the end of the walk, when I was almost home, I was almost too warm. So yay on that. But yeah, it was snowing the entire time. Mostly tiny flakes, and by the time I got back, they were really, really, really tiny fine flakes falling from the sky. But it was just snowing and snowing and snowing and snowing and snowing. And then when I woke up this morning, came outside, more snow everywhere. I mean, there was accumulation over everything on the roads, which when I was walking, there was no snow on the sidewalk of the roads. When I woke up, ice and snow everywhere. So thumbs up on that. And oddly enough, I've had this happen before, and I'm kind of curious about it. There are some people that have cold-related, I can't remember what the words are now, but it's when you get cold and then they warm back up, they get areas that are red and have hives and itch, and they can go into actual anaphylactic shock from cold because they're allergic to cold. But that sort of thing can happen to anybody. And when I go out walking and come back in, I went to wash my hands. Cold water on my cold hands. And immediately on the back of my wrists, both spots here, went bright red and itchy. They didn't get hives this time, but for some reason, when I get cold and I put water on my skin, it breaks out and turns red and itchy. So thumbs up. So that was fun. But past that, it was a pretty good walk up to Walmart and back, and yeah, I'm getting to the point where even carrying a 20-pound bag box of cat dirt in my backpack, and oy vey, I hardly feel it at all. So thumbs up. I'm almost at the point where it's like, hey, maybe I should just carry a 20-pound bag of box or bag or whatever 20 pounds of stuff in my backpack just to go out walking, for extra weight. But I don't want to wear out my backpack any faster than I have to. I love my backpack. It is amazing. It was given to me by a commenter, Potatotron, a few years ago, and it has just been a lifesaver. So thumbs up for that. Now checking the rest of my list here. I just watched something by Yahtzee on the Escapist channel with he does zero punctuation, where he talks really fast with no punctuation on various reviews of games, and he was talking about Silent Protagonists and how the remaster for Dead Space, the main character yammers all the time now. On the one hand, I like the whole silent protagonist part. I don't like hearing my character talk. On the other hand, I can understand why making your character talk works, because being a silent protagonist does not work all the time. And even in like Half-Life 2 and all, they gaslight you on your not speaking. But the more they've had more space and better lip syncing and more voice acting, he's saying there's no reason you shouldn't. And to some degree, I agree. A silent protagonist maybe isn't all the perfect thing. But, like the game Forspoken, where the bloody main character won't shut up. Oh my God, it's way too far. And even on top of that, I've mentioned this before, I'm going to mention it again. There's a guy who has a channel that's called like Mortissimo Gaming. And he 100%'s a game and then does his review on it. I love the franchise Sacred. It's dead now, unfortunately, but they had Sacred 1, which was an isometric, flat, sprites-only world that was pre-rendered, and then the characters move around on it, and they're all just sprites, and it's not really three-dimensional. Fun game. Sacred 2 brings it all into the world of polygons and full three-dimensional stuff, and it's pretty bloody awesome itself. Sacred 3, for whatever reason, they decided to get a different team in it and turn it into a side-scrolling brawler. And unfortunately, when they used voice acting, like I said, I've mentioned this before, but it is frustrating for me just to even watch it in the reviews. There are spots in the game where you have to turn wheels, and the wheels, you have to turn them 6 times in a row. You turn it, a wave of enemies, you battle the enemies, and then you turn the wheel again. And then another wave of enemies. Each wheel, that happens like 6 bloody times. And if you don't turn those wheels when the game wants you to, they will not shut up about it. And I mean literally. If you are avoiding turning the wheel, your main character starts going, gosh, I need to turn that wheel. Hey, that wheel over there, I need to turn that wheel so we can get the people out. Yo, wheel, we need to turn the wheel. Let's turn the wheel and free these people. I know you can hear me. We need to turn that wheel, people. And it's like, oh my God, shut up. I cannot handle that. I don't like hand-holding in games like that at all. I get irritated just by having, look up in the corner and it tells you what your quest is. That can piss me off. So having them constantly yelling at you to tell you what to do, no. But thumbs up. And, I wanted to talk about this one because it was both sad and dumb and funny. I have been playing more and more the game Two Worlds again. I've been racing all over the countryside, and I've reached the point where things that used to murder me, now I wade into them with my weapon swinging, and then they all die fast, and I'm barely hurt. There was one quest where there was this, it was called the Forgotten Village. And you go in there and you talk to them, and they don't want to talk to you, and they're telling you, don't investigate things, just leave us alone, don't do anything, especially don't go investigate that ancient grove to the west. Well then. So immediately I went to that grove to the west, went looking for it until I could find it. And in that grove was a giant. And it was a pretty tough thing, but I killed that giant. And so I went back to tell them, you guys are safe. I went and killed the giant that was threatening you. Here's where it gets sad and dumb and funny. Because when I got back up to the village, everyone was dead. The reason that they didn't want me to go in there and kill the giants is because when I killed the giant down there, all the other giants came in for retribution and killed everyone in the village. It was, don't do that or else the giants will kill us. So I did that. And then the giants killed them. The dumb and funny part of it, of course, is instead of making it look like a real battle could have happened where they fought the giants, instead, where every single person had been standing alive, they just replaced it with a body on the ground. Which makes it look like the giants came into town and they just stood there and then got beat to death one by one while everyone else just stood there waiting in line for their turn. That's where it was dumb. That's where it was funny. It was sad because I really, honestly don't know if I had come across this before or if it was just something that I had forgotten. But when I ran up there, I was honestly thinking, hey, I did something good. And oh! And that one caught me by surprise. They were all dead now. So I killed the giants for the experience and then ran. There's a good and a bad part about the game, two worlds. If you die in a normal game, like Diablo 2 or Grim Dawn or any other type of isometric action game or first person or third person, you can save, or they'll have checkpoints or a spot that you can be reborn, and you'll have a punishment for it. You might have to go pick up some dropped experience. You might have to go pick up some dropped loot. There is a punishment for dying. In the game Two Worlds, there are things called Malial Shrines. They look like Ankhs. When you die, you reappear at one of these shrines, and you go, I live again. And there's no penalty. So if you are fairly close to a shrine, and you're up against a whole bunch of monsters that keep killing you, all you have to do is keep running down from the shrine, fully health, whack on their health bar some more, you die, run back down from the shrine, whack on them some more until they die from that. Why doesn't anybody else ever appear in these shrines? How come it's just you that appears in these shrines? You wouldn't be able to kill anyone else, and you're nobody special. So I have no clues what's going on. Why? I mean, it's good, but it's also... When I die in a boss battle, I frequently get to the point where it's like, okay, this is just stupid. I'm not even going to care about anything. It's just, okay, run up there, whack, 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 okay, I'm dead. All right, run in there, whack, 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 okay, I'm dead. All right, run in there, whack, whack, okay, boss is dead. Now I can start caring about the game again because it stopped being incredibly stupid. So, on that, on another thing, was book publishers now with all the machine learning stuff. Because remember, make no mistake, this is not artificial intelligence and all this stuff. That is just layman's terms that is being called by people. This stuff is machine learning. It is not artificial intelligence. But people have been flooding book publishers. Not even a little bit. They have been having ChatGPT write books, and then they're taking those books and submitting them. Places that would normally get 10 submissions a day are getting flooded with hundreds of ChatGPT submissions. They are closing submissions down on places because they're getting nothing but the AI generated stuff. And the problem with ChatGPT, because even Microsoft that rolled out their ChatGPT thing for Bing has had to roll it back and go, oh my God, no, because it is still so not ready. It's still basically predictive text. It's no more intelligent than when you're smacking keys on your phone and it's bringing up a new word in front. It does not remember contextually what it said because it's predictive text. And things fall apart the longer things go. And especially you get more than a paragraph into a machine language written book and you can tell it is AI written. So they're having to shut down submissions because people are just flooding them with this garbage. Yay. Let me see what else I have on my list. I was got like the ancient build game nom, which I'll mention. Way back when, in the 90s, of course, you know, Doom came out in the early 90s, and then they came out with Duke Nukem, and then using the build engine that Duke Nukem was made with, they made a ton of other games and other sort of franchises. Not just Duke Nukem, there was Shadow Warrior, a series that's still going on today. There was Blood, an awesome game that still has a massive cult following. There was all sorts of these games built with the build engine. One of them, in like 1999, was a game called Nom, where you're playing in Vietnam. And it's build engine stuff, but it was remastered by Night Dive. And it still uses like the build engine and stuff, and it looks build engine-y, early 2000s, late 1999 Sprite engine stuff. And it's ridiculous, and there's a whole bunch of spots where you like run over mines and then die. But it's been fun. I've been playing that one a lot as well as Tribes of Midgard, where, oh my god, am I doing well. Hokey smokes, and I'm still playing that one a lot, as well as Two Worlds, and now that Nom. So thumbs up on that. And I have therapy today. It is 8:42. So I'm not even going to have a chance to begin editing this before I have therapy today. So thumbs up on that. Anything else do I have listed down? That's basically it. I have been thinking creatively and thought of a lot of creative stuff, but a lot of it is just mild touches on things and examining relationships that are there. And my really quick, I love horror, I love science fiction, I love all this fantastic stuff. I don't really like just normal, boring tales of people. But of all the characters that I have come up with so far, the characters that affect me the most are the boring story of Emma and Cal. Or Calvin Tisdale is that like 75-ish year old cryptid who's just touring the United States in his recreational vehicle because of what happened with his life. And I've been re-examining that. I gotta talk about this one with my therapist today because Hokey smokes, just the story of them growing up together and going to school and then going to college together and realizing they're more than friends until they get married. And well, then they find out that the cancer she has went and destroyed her ability to have kids, and with the chemo and the radiation and all that, she does survive, but they still live. And then before her 55th birthday, she finally succumbs to the cancer again. And then Cal just has to sell his home because it's so terrible trying to live there without her. And now he tours the country, and he's been healing from her loss. And this is just such a normal, boring story. And yet, of all the characters and the situations I've come up with, this one really hits me hard. Harder than most of the other characters I've ever come up with. Which, for me, is kind of a weird feeling. So there you go on that. And of course, I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab. Gonna go through and thank however many people have left me comments in the past 24 hours. It's never many anymore. I mean, Hokey smokes. I struggle to get, 10 people commenting. But anything more than 0 is awesome. And if you've watched this far, thank you so very much, because no one is forcing you to. You have done this of your own volition, your own free will, and thumbs up. Thank you so much. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended, and even though I count in American Sign Language, brain. We have Jesse Koskinen. I like the way they make the world work. In Minecraft, as long as you don't try to one-to-one try to make it fit with our world, you're good. Trying to make it seem realistic, you're lost. But thumbs up on that, and good to see you in the comments. We have Pink Wave Gamer. Thumbs up, thank you very much, and I hope that my videos actually help with your stress and anxiety. We have JAYY, thumbs up, thank you much. Good to see you, and apparently I'm getting some recommendations here and there. We have Confused Owl 29. Good to see you in the comments, my friend. I wish I could see you more in the comments, but that's up to you. We have Shaw, SHAWW, thumbs up. Thank you very much, and good to see you, even though I've never seen you before. It is good to see people. Chris, thumbs up and thank you. We have Coil, Koyl, thumbs up, thank you very much, and greatly appreciated. I've been doing my best on Undermarb. Animo Dev, thumbs up, thank you. And they're just cave noises? They now make ambient cave noises in Minecraft? Oh no! Because I get freaked out every time I hear them. Flora Mew, oh my gosh, edibles. I don't like edibles personally myself because they take so long to affect. I need stuff that I can adjust quickly. I hurt so much that I don't want to wait an hour and a half to adjust my dosage. If I'm breathing the stuff in, I can go, oh, I need more real quick. So yeah, but edibles are still good. Felix9157, thumbs up and thank you. We have Larry from Space, greatly appreciated. And Lumiria, I went and did it, thumbs up and thank you. And RJ Mitchell, thumbs up, thank you very, very much. And I hope that you continue to watch and enjoy the Minecraft things. And thank you very much on the Patreon. We have Mellow Miles, thumbs up, thank you. Brennan Neary, thumbs up, who has some very good things. I keep forgetting so much while playing the games that I record, the solo RPGs, Hokey, Smokes. And then that is it. 14 people who left me comments in the past 24 hours. Thumbs up and thank you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. It is appreciated so very, very much. And then Hokey Smokes. I got my phone here. I need to order some medications today. I'm probably going to have to go cold turkey off of my antidepressant / ADHD med again, which you're not supposed to do. Still, hopefully you can get done the things that you need to get done. That would be very, very cool. I'm going to edit my video, have therapy, and then post my video when I can. So thumbs up. Still though, no matter where you are, if people are getting sick, please take appropriate precautions. If people are getting hurt where you are, again, please take appropriate precautions. And if you're out walking and you hear the mournful howl of the bus horn, that bus with your name on it, I mean, there's not really too many precautions you can take. The best you can do is try to position yourself so that when it does hit you, you die fast. So, until we meet again, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is, quite frankly, a very good thing.